Welcome to Toffee TV. This is the Everton News Daily. It is Thursday, the 28th of July, 2016. It's one of those days, isn't it? There's plenty to talk about with actually nothing really happening. Obviously, the John Stones situation is rumbling on. The media keep telling us he's on the verge of a Man City move for 50 million. Obviously, you have to wait and see on that one. Pep Guardiola's weighed in today and said, everyone knows we're going to try. We will see what happens. So he's basically confirmed there's an interest in there. It had been mentioned that they'd put a bid in for him with, obviously, Bonet coming as well. But it looks like Everton wants straight cash for the defender. The defender himself is in Dresden with pretty much the rest of the Everton squad preparing for a couple of friendlies over the next couple of days in the Dresden Cup. One of those players being Romelu Lukaku, who's also made the trip. Why wouldn't he? He's an Everton player. He's made the trip over there as well, so he'll get his first action in pre-season for Everton. One player who is not there is Mr. Nias, who has basically not had any pre-season at all on the pitch apart from the behind closed doors game last week. We don't know whether it's an injury, whether there is an injury. It might be when he fell over that ball. But it certainly looks like he's on his way out of the club, and obviously he's been linked with moves to Turkey. Pretty much all the rest of the squad have gone over to Dresden, and obviously we'll play Dresden tomorrow. So we'll have to wait and see how much John Stones plays over the weekend. Listen, he's still an Everton player. It doesn't matter what people say or what people write. At the moment, he's still an Everton player, and we'll just have to wait and see on that situation. Romelu Lukaku, very much an Everton player, and talk of him possibly signing a new contract as well, which has been muted before as well. One player that could possibly replace John Stones is Koulibaly from Napoli, who has been obviously linked with a bid from Chelsea. It's my understanding, or it's our understanding, that Everton have bid or preparing a bid for the player as well. So again, that's another one we'll have to wait and see. Everton are keen on the player regardless, I think, of the John Stones situation. Certainly with Phil Jagielka out injured, it does seem like there's a need for new centre-halves at the club. So we'll have to wait and see on that one. Obviously, that will develop over the days coming. Obviously, not the days and the weeks, because the season is only just over 2 weeks away. So we want these situations to be sorted as quick as possible. Other news today, new season ticket cards. If you've seen this, it depends on your age group, but you will get a season ticket card on a hero for certain age groups. I think the Junior Blues are going to get Tim Howard. Then it's Tim Cahill with Joe. Don't know. Then it's Duncan Ferguson for the under-21s, I think. And then between the ages of 22 and 60, it's one of the 84-85 squad. And then anyone over will get a classic picture of Howard Kendall from the 60s. So tell us what you think about them. What are your thoughts about some of those pictures? I would love to have Dunk. I mean, for me, that's my age group, and I'd love to have had Duncan Ferguson as my as on mine. Maybe they could have cut them into decades and give sort of that generation their hero, but obviously that would have taken a lot of work. And the pictures themselves, some of them are a little bit weird. I mean, the Tim Cahill one, he's got Joe, and it just doesn't seem a very sort of historic picture. Whether that's down to Everton not owning the rights for some of these pictures or what, I don't know. Tim Howard, does he define the last generation of fans as their hero, as their icon? I don't know. You tell me. He certainly, for the last 10 years has been an Everton stalwart. But you tell me. Is he the player that embodies the last generation? And are you happy with what you've got? And if you're not, who would you have loved to have got? Anybody to represent you as an Evertonian. I think that we could do a video on its own, I think, on that. Just on that subject. Maybe if the club would give us a heads up, we could have done a whole video on the season tickets and the pictures and got a little bit. Maybe the club will watch this and give us a little bit more information on that. But tell us what you think anyway of that. Just a little bit more about the club tonight. The club, I think, have released a few more pictures of the ground. one of the ground, you know, taking a little bit back of what the ground's going to look at night. It's got like 4 beams of light, very Batman-esque, right up my street. And some pictures as well of the inside of Goodison Park, and some of the new design concourses and what they'll look like. And some information about inside the ground. There's going to be improved Wi-Fi for the some of the lounges. Just one question, why couldn't you give Wi-Fi for everyone? Or would that have just got people playing Pokemon Go as the game was going on? But yeah, why not Pokemon? Why not Wi-Fi for all, Blues? Why not Wi-Fi for all? You know, for the whole ground. Surely we're in that generation now where we could have Wi-Fi for all. You know, not just the special people who pay a lot of money to eat a meal, and then not that there's anything wrong with that. Not there's anything wrong with that, but maybe could they just give it for all of us? Yeah, some of the lounges are getting done up as well. And obviously the new wrap around the ground, which again, I don't understand why people moan about it. It's going to make Goodison Park look better for however long we're going to stay till we get a new ground. You know, if we weren't looking to get a new ground, then I could understand people going, well, you know, it's just, what's the point? But listen, it's going to make Goodison Park look better. We've done videos on this, but I don't understand why people are moaning about this situation. It's spending money on the ground looking better and just makes everything look better, and Finch Farm will look better, and we've got the school, and we're going to have the new community hub, and some of the houses on Goodison Road have been bought and are going to be used by the club this season for different things as well, which is fantastic idea, whether it be Everton and community or different pieces. That's really good, because that keeps, you know, those houses in Goodison Park getting kept at Goodison Road getting kept up to date, and means there's always something in them, and it keeps the area looking better as well, which reflects good on the football club as well. And when guests come and when fans come on a match day, the whole place just looks better, which is great. That's great for everyone. That's what we want. We want the whole area looking good. So tell us what you think about that as well. Are you getting bored of the whole situation with transfers? I know there's a lot of rumblings on social media about signings. Tell us what you think about that with a couple of weeks to go to the season. There's definitely talk of one coming in the next 24 hours. Obviously, that's a guy from Aston Villa, who Everton had got a £7.2 million release clause. Talk that he's had a medical today. We'll wait and see on that. I think there'll be more on that in the next 24 to 48 hours, which won't surprise anyone, because they're the numbers you hear on every single player. But I definitely think that one's very close, and we'll just wait and see if it crosses the line. Any feelings, anything we've discussed today, let me know in the comments and on Twitter and on Facebook. Anywhere you can find us, let us know. We are Toffee TV, ESC, everywhere. So Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, we are all over the place. And we are trying to change the YouTube one as well, so we can get universal coverage and it's less hassle. We can just go Toffee TV, ESC standing for Everton Fan Channel, of course. We're not breaching any copyrights or anything there. I've rambled on for far too long. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you tomorrow. Don't forget there's a game tomorrow as well. Thanks for watching Toffee TV.